Alright, welcome back, everyone. I just realized I have to go do some grinding because I'm not high enough level to take on the next time patrol. So I'm gonna go do some parallel quests. And in the meantime, my friend Matt Legion Rex here, he's gonna tell you the top 5 reasons why Amazing Spider-Man 2 is the worst comic book movie ever made.
Only a top 5? Okay.
Hey, if you want to do top 10, you can. Go for it.
Okay, no, I'll do a top 5.
Okay. Okay, top 5 reasons why Amazing Spider-Man 2 is the worst
in no particular order. 1,
do it now.
There is no story. There is nothing to this movie.
There really isn't.
If you ask somebody what the plot of this movie is, everyone's gonna give you a completely different answer as to what exactly the fuck this movie's about.
Yeah.
This movie is about nothing. This movie's a trailer for other movies that will never happen.
Pretty much, yeah.
There is no point for this movie to exist.
Not really, no.
Second, there's way too many characters in this goddamn thing.
Yeah, there's so many goddamn characters, and half of them do nothing.
Okay, so who do we got? Okay, so from the previous movie we got Peter, we got Gwen, and we got Aunt May, and then we got Peter's parents. Okay, that's a decent number. Okay, that's a good returning cast. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so who do we got for new characters? Okay, we got Harry Osborn. Okay, makes sense. We got Electro. Okay, so we got our villain. Okay. And then we also got Paul Giamatti in a cameo, it seems like. Alright.
Yeah, his role is really comes down to just a cameo.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so that should be a decent enough cast. You should have a good cast right there. But no, that's not all we got. We also got Felicia Hardy in this, who does nothing. We have Alistair Smythe. We have the head of Oscorp. No, we have like the head of Oscorp who tries to take over Harry's position. We got we got that kid who Peter befriends. We got oh, we have the ghost of Gwen's dad.
Yeah, so we got Dennis Leary returning.
Dennis Leary, even though he died in the previous movie. So, and that's only scratching the iceberg on how many characters are in this. Oh,
yeah.
And Harry Osborn's also Green Goblin.
Yep.
And Paul Giamatti's also the Rhino. In one of the stupidest scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
I am the Rhino.
I am the Rhino!
It's so dumb.
I've gotten stronger too.
Yeah. Okay, third, the villain sucks.
Which one?
Are you ready?
2 of them. Because Green Goblin is actually not bad. Because Green Goblin's actually not horrible. Because I think Dane DeHaan does a good job. And the makeup on him is really good.
Oh, yeah. His design is fucking great.
Yeah, his design is by far the best part of his character.
Yeah.
He's just pointless as hell. There's like no reason for him to be in this movie.
No, honestly, when he stays as Harry Osborn and not Green Goblin, I really liked the relationship between him and Peter. But as soon as he went Goblin, it's like, okay, what was the point of this?
Yeah, they should have saved that for the next movie if they did it like that. Like Green Goblin's not a character you just shoehorn in at the end of a movie.
Yeah, no. That kind of character needs build-up. And granted, there was a tiny little bit of build-up, but he still came out of nowhere at the very end. And it's like, why do we need Goblin? Tell me why we need Goblin.
And you don't even... And yeah, I mean, I'm happy they didn't kill him at the end, so obviously they're going to use him again. So I'm like, okay, at least they have a plan for him, but like... save that for the next movie.
Yeah.
You can have Harry as a villain, but not Goblin. Like, you can do that. It's called the Lex Luthor effect. Why do you think Lex Luthor is such a good villain? Because he doesn't have powers, he just uses his brains.
This is Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. I'll protect the future.
It's
okay. What number are you on now?
Oh, that's good.
I'm still talking about the villains because we need to talk about Electro for a second, who's supposed to be the main villain of this movie.
Which, ironically, he becomes kind of a secondary villain by the end of it.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the main villain, and he's barely in this thing.
Yeah.
Like, no, and plus, he's not interesting.
I thought it was done for.
Not really, no.
This isn't good.
Electro's not that interesting.
I'm not going down.
I mean, I like Electro as a villain in the comics, so it's not like he can't be interesting.
No, he can be interesting if you give him something to work with.
But the way they went about his character in this one just doesn't really make sense.
Not bad.
And I don't know what happened to Jamie Foxx, but what is he doing in this movie?
I don't know, man.
And yeah, but okay, yeah. Okay, number 4. And this is one this is one that irks me the most. What they did to Spider-Man's origins in this movie.
How pathetic of me.
Are we getting onto his parents' shit?
Yeah, we're getting into that shit.
Oh, please do.
Because, okay, this is so dumb. Okay, so basically, we find out in this movie, because in the last movie we were like, it was like a hidden, like, oh, okay, so Peter's dad worked for Oscorp, had information, but then suddenly disappeared.
Yeah.
In this movie, we find out that he was genetically testing on spiders as a way to, like, cure diseases.
Yeah.
And that apparently, and here's the fun part, the only bloodline that right now is able to that the serum will work on is Peter Parker's blood. What? What?
Yeah, what?
So basically, you're telling me that if someone else got bit by one of those spiders, nothing would have happened.
No.
So it was. So instead of it being, oh, just like the whole point of Spider-Man, where, oh, where he's just a kid, where it just happened by accident to him. No. It happened to him because it's his, like, destiny, or it can only happen to him.
Yeah, there can't be more than one Spider-Man.
Yeah, it must always be Peter Parker, and he was the only one who can deal with this. Oh, and that opening scene with their parents is so stupid. It makes no sense at all.
Yeah. What?
It's filmed like a Bourne movie. Yeah, it filmed like a Bourne movie. So because of that, the fucking cinematographer has Parkinson's disease or something. And also, it's like it raises the question, like, okay, so the assassin kills the pilot.
Yeah.
What happened was like, okay, so, but it doesn't tell us how long the pilot's been dead.
No.
So, and the plane keeps flying. So how the fuck is the plane still flying? Did the assassin just fly it himself?
I don't know, man.
Why didn't he just, kill the pilot and then bail? And then just let them crash?
Yeah, please, just let them crash. Wasn't that the whole point of killing the pilot?
Yeah, so why did you kill the pilot otherwise? Like, there's no... What, so we can get an action scene with Peter's parents? We don't need one. That
movie's just a fucking train wreck, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, another big... also, I was rewatching the movie. The big issue with this, Hans Zimmer's score is wildly inconsistent. Like, like the main theme is really good, but the rest of the soundtrack is really fucking bad. Like, it's not good.
Indeed.
Which really sucks, because Hans Zimmer's usually really good, but I don't know what happened with this one, but there's a lot of dubstep in this movie, and some of it's good, but some of it is really not.
Is there dubstep in that movie? It's been so long.
All of Electro's stuff is dubstep.
Well, okay, that makes sense, because, you know, electric, I don't fucking know.
But it's all dubstep, and it works sometimes, but at some points it just doesn't work because it overwhelms the scene.
Well, yeah, because dubstep is very... I want to say shitty, but...
I mean, dubstep's not shitty, because I enjoy good dubstep, so I'm not... It's not that it's not bad because it's dubstep, it's bad because it's bad.
It's just very bad dubstep.
Yeah, it's just very bad dubstep. And the rest of the score is, like, super boring. Like, there's as the one major props that I gave to The Amazing Spider-Man on rewatching it, is that it has a really good soundtrack.
Yeah.
Its score is phenomenal, and I was, like, hoping... I was, like, rewatching Amazing Spider-Man 2, I'm like, they used none of the themes from that first movie, because that first movie's soundtrack was really, really good. And I'm like, why didn't you just bring back James Horner to do it?
I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to sign on. Maybe they couldn't afford him.
I would not be surprised. Especially since there were different producers involved with this one, so... Oh, and the people who wrote this movie were fucking the same people who screwed up, like, who did The Mummy earlier this year, and we all know how The Mummy turned out.
Oh boy, we all know how that turned out.
The Mummy, more like The Shitty.
Yeah, pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Okay. So I killed all these people. I'm moving on now.
You murdered all of those people. They are all dead.
I got a key item, which probably means I got a Dragon Ball.
You got a singular Dragon Ball.
Not all of them, just a single one.
Here I come!
Now I need to beat the shit out of this small child.
That was close.
Dragon Ball is fun for the whole family, am I right?
But
Dragon Ball, it's a kid's pic. It's a family picture.
Which is weird because in original Dragon Ball and DBZ were actually super violent and gory.
Where's that power coming from?
Like there was
a
lot of blood.
Now we're talking. This is starting to get interesting.
Yeah, but kids watch them, so you know.
It's stronger than I expected.
Come here, Piccolo. Oh, you're dead now.
Is it so ordinary?
Oh, I didn't get the ultimate finish. Probably because I took too much time fighting those other time patrollers, I didn't get the ultimate finish, but that's okay, I don't really care.
Good. Keep concentrating on your training.
As long as I get XP to level up. So anyway, were you done ranting about Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Oh yeah. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage.
Yeah, it's actual shit. It's like, maybe you'll enjoy it the first time you watch it, because you don't know.
Yeah, because I did. I actually really liked Amazing Spider-Man 2 the first time I watched it.
Yeah, because I remember Joe and I and a friend of ours, Riley, we went opening weekend to see Amazing Spider-Man 2, and we all really enjoyed it on that first viewing. And then after a while, let it set in and actually thought about it, and we're like, man, that movie was actually kind of a mess.
Yeah. Yeah, and the ending of the movie in particular feels like does not feel warranted at all.
Nah.
Like, no, like, it's
just
it's
a
kind of an
cop-out
insult
ending.
actually to the it's kind of an insult to the viewer's intelligence, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a pretty cop-out ending.
Yeah. Also, this movie entirely negates the ending of the first film, too, and it's really stupid.
Yeah.
Proving that they did not give one shit about this at all.
Nope. All they wanted was to make money and start an expanded universe, and neither of those things happened.
Yeah.
Where's the power coming from?
Doesn't look like I should hold.
Because didn't the movie underperform?
Not bad. But the bad
Spider-Man
ones
2, Amazing
just
Spider-Man 2,
begun.
yeah, it heavily underperformed. It still made like a butt ton of money.
Crazy.
But not as much as they were hoping.
Trouble right now.
Sony needed it to.
Still a whole lot of
Sony
fun for
wanted it
me.
to make like $1 billion.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But good luck, boys.
Do you want to know what the budget for this movie was?
This is the end.
It was
for
like,
me.
$295 million.
My daddy
so basically 300 million.
alone!
It's the most expensive superhero film ever made. That's what it is.
Wow, and it's also the shittiest. Who would have thunk it?
It's also the shittiest.
Yes, I'll try my best.
Look at that. It cost a lot of money to make. And
It cost
did
a
not
lot of
make-
money to make, and it ended up being pretty bad.
It didn't make it. It made a little bit. It didn't make enough profit, so they're like, "Fuck it." You know what they tried to do initially in the Sony hacks? They tried to get Sam Raimi back.
Oh, of course they did. Completely backpedal because their new direction didn't work out for them.
Hi, can you do Spider-Man 4 for us now? We'll give
hey,
you 4. They even,
Sam, a big fan of yours. Listen, are you busy? Can you make Spider-Man 4 for us, please?
They even tried to said they would give him full creative control as well. They're like, yeah, we'll actually give you full creative control this time, and he said no.
Probably because
He's like,
Sam
yeah,
Raimi
fuck
is
that.
probably because Sam Raimi is a smart man and realizes that working with Sony is probably a bad idea.
Because it's like they'll give him creative control for one movie.
And you know what?
And then
That's
when it makes
super,
$1 billion,
that's super ironic that apparently Sony is really shit with to work in movies, and I'm not playing this game on PlayStation. I'm playing it on Xbox. Sony's not getting any fucking screen time.
We're actually Microsoft shills.
Like
we're
honestly,
actually,
if it's not a Microsoft product, I don't want to fucking hear about it.
Honestly, not even if it's a Microsoft product, it has to only be Windows 10 products.
Yeah, it has to be Xbox One and Windows 10 exclusive for me to play it. That's like base criteria.
It has to be made by Microsoft too, so it has to be only those games, like literally one game a year.
It has to be a Windows 10 exclusive Microsoft first-party studio title, and then maybe I'll consider playing it.
Consider playing it.
Yeah, keyword consider. God, we're fucking idiots.
This is for our
Anyway,
utopia.
on the next episode, I'm gonna fight some
thankfully,
Cybermen, I
Spider-Man
guess.
got more. Yeah, on to Cybermen.
Yeah, on to Cybermen.